What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video out here at Squirrel Lake. We are going to be playing with 3 new discs that I got from the hand-eye box. You guys can check out the link in the description if y'all are interested in getting the hand-eye box. It's legit. They have so many sick custom runs in it, and all the discs are discs that I throw for the most part, so they never really go unused or anything. But the first one, which is like super sick, is this Lucid Chameleon Enforcer. This thing is a beefcake. It's pretty. It feels really good, honestly, and I can't wait to throw it. I feel like I'm probably gonna end up using this thing in Kansas whenever I go up there for the Dynamic Disc Open. And then we've got a Getaway with a pretty cool stamp on it as well. The Getaway is kind of like a Raider, but slower. So like a Raider, but a fairway driver. I think it's a negative 0.53. So that'll be interesting today as we play out here in the woods. And then we've got this super cool VIP clear harp. Got a pretty cool stamp on it, and a lot of you guys love the harp. So we're gonna be throwing all 3 of these today. Gonna be putting with my normal putters, obviously, but these are the only discs we're gonna be throwing. We're gonna be working with them, see what we can do. Let's get into it. Gonna throw this Getaway here. Oh, boo. All right, so that actually flew a little more stable than I would have thought. All right, throwing this harp now. A little bit of a high gap I think I can get through to settle us down by the basket. Oh yeah, that's parked. Good birdie there. To start off, that harp actually flew perfectly for us. Okay, so none of these discs are beat in or anything obviously yet because I just got them. So on this one, I'm not gonna throw a backhand because I don't want it to end up to the left. I kind of want to try and throw a flex sidearm with the Getaway here and to see if we can get a good angle on it and push it down there. Still a little cold, it's in the low 30s. I know that doesn't compare to you guys up north, whatever. My hands are still cold. All right, let's see if we can push this out there. Miss it. Oh, brutal. Okay, I honestly thought I was past that. Let's try it with the Enforcer. This thing feels so good in my hand, man. Okay, we hit the exact same tree, just different parts of it. All right, so we've got probably maybe 150 or so, maybe a little more. I'm gonna throw the Getaway here. I think the Enforcer will be too stable for the angle I have to take. And I'm gonna aim at the left side and just try and sneak in up close to the green. Come on. Yeah. Sick. Looks really good. Look how pretty this thing is though. Woo! Yeah. Solid putt, good breath, good kick out with my back foot. Good stuff. All right, 2 down. All right, so hole 3 here. I'm going to, just based off the feel of the disc, I really like the way that this Enforcer feels. It is probably a little bit overstable for this shot, but I can pump it out there enough to hopefully get down there. I'm gonna try and throw this flat so that it has a chance to carry down to the basket. Sit down. All right, we got a little bit of a putt. I did not throw that flat at all. All right. Putts from this distance should be 100%. Like, I shouldn't miss putts from here. And in my tournament the other day, I missed one from about here, maybe a little shorter for a birdie, and that was pretty frustrating. Yes. All right. 3 down. So in my opinion, this is one of the hardest hole par 3s in Charlotte. You either have to have a flip up sidearm. You can't throw an anti-sidearm here from this because these trees are too close. There's no way to get the angle. Next one is big, just force over shot to the right that comes back and stables out. So I'm gonna try and throw that with the getaway, and we'll see if I can just force it out to the right through the trees and crash back. Get around it. Are you joking? Dude, I'm not even kidding y'all. That was about to be perfect, and it hit a little twig. Yeah. Oh, that's the only line I have with these discs. I think I'm just gonna grab this getaway and throw it up high and see if we can get a look. Sit down, no rolling. It's gonna roll. Okay. Weird straddle in a little ditch right there, but that'll be par. All right, so this hole is a pretty difficult birdie, so I'm just gonna play it for par here. Just gonna throw the getaway out there on a sidearm, have it finish to the right, and then throw my harp in and get the par. That's the goal. Okay, it's understable now. It got sneaky, but it's understable now. All right, so I could throw a backhand here, but this tree is kind of getting in my head. So I'm just gonna step out to the side and throw a little sidearm with the harp and get us up close to the basket. Okay, or not. All right, big putt here. Really bad shot there. I didn't trust the stability of the disc. I treated it like it was the base plastic, and it's not. So, see if we can save ourselves from a bogey here. Oh my gosh, dude. All right, 2 down now. That's wild. Okay, so this hole's a par 4. I'm gonna throw the enforcer. I'm gonna try and throw it flat. I don't want to do a flex line because you don't want to push too deep here. You want to cut inside. So yeah, I'm gonna throw the enforcer. I'm gonna throw it flat. Someone's coming, so I'm gonna wait. That person's driving on the wrong side of the road. What? Yeah, give me a solid skip in. Yeah, that should give us a good approach for birdie. Okay, so I pushed a little bit far to the right here. If I was 5 feet to the left, I'd be in a really good spot. I'm gonna try and be surgical with my harp here. Okay, so that time I gave it anti-power, and all that it did was go on an anti. Like, that's a better shot. It's parked. All right, so we're completely blocked here. I'm not dialed with the harp like I am with my Justice. Like, I feel like the harp sometimes is really understable, and sometimes it's like overstable, and it's just strange. All right, so I can't even see the basket really. I can see it through the tree, but there's no line for me to putt. So I have to put on a hyzer here and just try and guess and hope that we make it. That's a little disappointing. So the enforcer's parked. That'll be a par. All right, so this hole is more of a turnover backhand hole, like all day. So Be a little tough to do that with these discs. So I'm gonna take my getaway. I might throw it on a hyzer and just try and push it. A tiny little bit of hyzer though. Get through? I mean, that's expected. So I actually made it pin high here, which is pretty cool. Was not expecting that. Pretty much the same putt on the last hole. I gotta try and get a hyzer putt in here. Just try and judge the distance right. Come on. Man, I came up barely short again. Short again, wow, okay. Dang, that was really close to being parked. These awkward putts are getting to me. That's another par. Boo. I normally really like making those hyzer putts. They're fun, the blind ones, because it doesn't take that much effort, but I need to give it just a little bit more. All right, so this is probably the only ace run hole out here, really. So we're gonna throw all three of the discs. We're gonna throw the getaway, kind of just try and hug all these skinny trees in the middle and see if we can get there with it. That's a run. Well, at least that should be a birdie. That was a pretty good run though. Whoa, like look at that, started flipping over to the left. All right, and then I'm gonna go and force her through this right side gap. See if we can get a little flex line. I'm just gonna rip it through here on an Anheuser. Try and give it the right amount of height. Dude! Well, I mean, it's parked, but. Nice, easy birdie. So the Ricky Harp is way more stable than this one is. And so that's kind of how I'm getting confused, because they feel fairly similar. They just fly different. So it's like a weird thing in my head. Okay, so normally this is like a neutral backhand putter shot. I'm going to try and throw almost a flex with this VIP Harp. So I'm aiming down the left side and I'm gonna give it some Anheuser and just hope to push. Oh my gosh. Well, it's a stable boy on a backhand. All right, so I do not trust this thing on a sidearm anymore. No, I need to learn it. I'm not out here trying to score as best I'm trying to learn these discs. So throw this one on a little bit of an ante, not too much power. Sit down. So that's a putt, but I wanted it to go to the left side of the tree. That's hilarious. Dude, I don't even, it's because you're rushing it, but like, I feel like I'm just ready to get my new putters from Lore and kind of start over. Because these are flying a little different because I've used them for a whole season. They're pretty beat in. But also it's just like a mental thing now. I just don't trust my putters anymore. All right, we're gonna sidearm the getaway here. Really? I mean, it's still in the fairway. Dude, after that thing's hit like 5 trees, it's dead straight. All right, so I'm actually starting to like the getaway. If I'm honest, I feel like I didn't necessarily like it at first, or didn't really like, it didn't impress me. But that was a dead straight sidearm with very little effort. We're gonna throw it again here as an approach shot. Just get through. Okay, so that was a little bit stable. So I actually forgot how far back the basket was, so this really wasn't a bad shot for us. I hate being unconfident in my putt, man. All right, so I'm trying to throw 2 things here. I'm gonna throw the getaway again on a hyzer, and since it's been flying straight, I'm gonna try and hope that it maybe stands up a little bit and pushes down there. That's kind of the hope with the hyzer on this one. Yes. Oh, dude, it stood up real nice for me. That's extremely frustrating. All right, so the getaway hit one of these guardian trees. Otherwise, it honestly would have been down there in putting range. Just gonna throw the harp and try and get myself a putt. Yeah, I mean, it's a completely different disc from the Justice, so I can't expect it to fly like the Justice. All right, good par. Hi. All right, so on this one, I'm gonna throw the getaway. I'm gonna try and throw it straight, and hopefully it goes as straight on the backhand as it did on my forehand earlier. And we can get a look down at the basket. Okay, so I threw it on a hyzer because I was scared of the gap, but that'll be a birdie or a par. All right, let's see if we can get a throw in with this harp. I'm gonna throw it on an Annie and see if we can get a throw in with the harp for fun. Oh, it was close, guys. About a foot to the right and I was in. All right, so again, 3 new discs that we threw today. My favorite, obviously this Enforcer. This thing is so, it feels good. It feels good. It's so overstable, which you can definitely use on like big Anheuser sidearms to force some flex lines and everything. Really good for wind, which I could have used the other day. This harp is a little inconsistent to me, but I think that's because mentally I'm comparing it to a Justice, and it's not. It's a completely different disc. The harp does, however, feel really, really good if y'all have never felt one. In regards to like a mid-range putt and approach type disc, it feels really, really good, super sturdy. And then originally I was unimpressed with the getaway, but as I threw it more, it actually seemed to go really straight on sidearms. And that's really good in a fairway driver. So let me know if you guys bag any of these down below. Check out Hand Eye in the description, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace out.